So I'm so sorry about that. And some people join like this. And yes, so you might be somewhere else in uh, this good in this evening, but here you are with me, spending time with me. So I'm so grateful for you, and the YouTube also. If there is, let me check whether it is there. Let me delete this. Yeah. So that is the thing right now. We can start the sharing of the screen. So there are three kinds of people who are professionally uh, stuck, and I'm so disturbed by the initial incident that happened. And so when I ask you for people that how is life, so then people say it is like yes, everything is okay, everything is perfect, and so that is the time when you should start launching yourself, your life. The other kind of people have insignificance. They are into personal struggles, and they are looking for something to start. Then the third kind of people who are doing all good, but there is insecurity in life, so they want to do something more. So which kind of category do you belong to? So the following category can benefit for those for whom life is sorted and life is not so okay, not open to new things, and troubled by circumstances. People tell me that they are depressed and they are doing well, they are professionally well placed, everything, but they are suppressed, depressed, and everything. So these kind of people can benefit from this webinar. So what is there for you? So here is what I can tell you. It will be about three things that you need to worry about. One is about self, about people, and time. So what are the things which you are worrying about? All your problems come into these three categories only. So self, you are not sure of yourself, you are not confident enough, you think your personality is not suiting. And for people, so how you perceive yourself, ask yourself three questions and you will know uh, how, what are you bothered about. So how you are perceived, that is why you are bothered about people, and how you will be perceived, that is the insecurity question, and you are worried about your future. Then we will do the three things in following 90 days. We will follow this drip method. I'll give you a formula of how to do that. AHAP mindset, which is action, habit, attitude, and perception. And then 10P resourceful influencing. We'll be talking about that in a moment. And every day, for everyday practice, I'll teach you one method in which you can fairly sort out your life. That is called iconic evaluation. Every day you can do this. This is an acronym for this six stages, six steps. very easily you can do about yourself and you can be sorted. So this is the blueprint. I call it as sync design because there are three aspects to this training, three aspects. So I call there has to be a synchronicity between all this. People will say, I learn this and I'll be okay. No, that is not possible because that habit has been stemmed from other habits. So you need to work on these three habits simultaneously. So first is the drip method, the second is the 10P framework, and third is the AHAP method. You can see here your positive attitude, persistent habit, playful action, and perceiving perception. These are the mindset aspect of entire thing. Then drip is the leadership growth aspect. Then resourceful influencing is how you achieve significance. So these are the three aspects, and there has to be a sync between all these three. Learning just one will not uh, give you the desired result. It will give for some time. Then afterwards, you'll find something else which will bother you. Sample discussion classes can be like this. There are 30 aspects so far I have listed, and you will bring a variation of all this kind. So, what do you love in a job? When I ask somebody, then what they don't love, that comes up. So, how then, what aspect of your job is disturbed, and how can we do something about it? Is the thing, right? Then we have planned a journey for you. So what you will do is you will start as a protagonist because you have started recognizing yourself as a person who is looking for change, and ultimately you will become an unicorn, a high value individual after you become a game changer. So this is a 10-step milestone, 10-step formula, 10-step journey that we have designed for you. So the first step is personality makeover, in which we call you as a protagonist, choose who you want to be and be recognized. The second is personal abilities, or say we can call it as purpose. You become a thought magician because you start uh, learning about yourself. This is about competency stories, recognize the invisible, skills plus strength, experience, and credibility. All these together, you can create lot of stories about yourself. Actually, you will observe all those stories also from time to time. That is thought magician, stage number 2. Then the third stage becomes like, just give me a minute. Somebody is asking me something, maybe. Yeah, just a minute. So those are the those are the things. Let me share the screen where it is gone. Yeah. So the third stage is about resourcefulness, add value to create more. That's the third stage, which is productivity, and you become a pioneer. Then punctuality, in which we call you as a crusader, the time efficiency and achieve a result is done. Then the next is power bonding. It is pattern of response. No, this is about team building, conflict, overcoming conflict and ambiguity, and be outstanding and be heard. This is called the cruising captain. Second, then the sixth is the priority, deep work dynamo. Unless you prioritize, you cannot achieve. That is what happened today. What happened, I have been doing lot of things, about 100 things in the last 2 months. Every day I'll do 4, 5 things, and then 4, 5 things in a day means every You do small things which will not be meaningful anyways. Then how do you produce some result? Everything that we do should be aiming at some result. But here, what is happening is we are doing several things which will not producing any result, but you are wasting your time. Not wasting actually. There should be a clear road path to whatever you do so that you can integrate all your work and produce a significant result. You cannot waste unlimited time in this endeavor. So if you know this, then you will prioritize your workplace, and actually you have to negotiate with your boss. That is what you do. Then it requires deep work, and deep work means like everything has to be analyzed properly, and there has to be decision making. You need to have that Pareto formula in which 20% of your effort produces 80% of result, and be resilient, be trusted. That is the next stage. And then pattern of responses. This is about communication. Now, when we are creating our competency stories, and every moment we are creating a story because we are responding to somebody. Don't you agree with me on this? So we are creating a story for us every moment. Now, are we able to tell that to somebody? No, right? Then what are we doing? That is what your boss needs. Whatever you have done, there has to be a story. So what is your style? Depending on that, what skill you need and what strategy you will follow, all that will be part of the story. And how you put it down in a report format or in a PowerPoint PPT, or based on the audience, you have to decide what you will do. Be next level with that reporting, right? Then comes poise. Poise is shining signatory, I call it. So mindfulness, AHAP method will come into play. Then passion, it is I call that as summit ranger because you mentor, collaborate, and build a community. So summit ranger, or uh, let me call as problem solving. The next is passion. Passion is about building collaboration community, and that is how your passion will be, and that is when I call is a game changer, right? And this one, let us do a, a different color in this. Yeah, so problem solving is SWOT analysis, ABC planning, and projection, right? So, oh, this has become the same color. Let me change the color also. Can I change here to this? Yes. So these are the 10 steps that we have designed for you, and who you will become is a unicorn, the game changer, or the ultimate high value individual achieving significance. Now this is the journey of the 10 step journey. My story, how do I know all this? Let us see how to go about it and all. So the latest has been in my life is when COVID happened, I chose digital learning. Why? I learned because this is the place where you can learn something. Because in the COVID time, you are not going to office. You have some time, that traveling time, and you are not interacting with anybody, so you have some time to learn something new. So this is Vivek Mehrotra, who is a law of attraction expert, and I somehow have seen in my life that if I do 30% consistently, then 70% blessings happen in my life. So I knew that there is a law of attraction in place. So I joined his course, and over since COVID happened, it has been 3 years. Like say, it is going to be 4 years now, and 3 years, of course. 3 years completed, fourth year in running. So he has a very high hope about me being a coach. Before this, I never thought about, and he also teaches how to be a coach because he is a coach. His journey he can teach. So he told me he recognized he is responsible for my ability to recognize my previous mentors, and whoever has mentors, the circumstances also can be my mentors. That is what I have learned from him. This is an immense kind of learning. And he told me to find out strengths rather than looking for weaknesses. All of us has some kind of weaknesses. So take help of mentor, and he or she will be there. And can you think of such a compliment coming to you um, from somebody, any inspiration or something? Uh, Try finding one and it will be there. So my strengths are twofold: empower people, innovate processes all the time. So let me take this compliment actually come from my other mentor. So let us get there. Yeah. So that was a breakthrough moment for me. My life changed when he told me to this. And my strengths also he recognized is it is about empower people, innovate processes all the time. So this compliment I got even today. Somebody told me that to help people is in my DNA. So that was a huge kind of compliment. Huge compliment. So do you find those kind of compliments? Don't you think that is a blessing? Don't you think that is a blessing? So blessings, and I couldn't have planned this blessing, right? You cannot plan any blessing, but you can always um, expect blessings to happen. So this was something happened to me today. So for that, one needs to innovate processes all the time. I came to this because I understand the environment doesn't encourage learning elsewhere, right? In the digital world, actually they have started this Gurukul tradition, what India has been famous for 700 years. Nalanda was the seat of learning, where people from all over the globe came and learned. So we are going to revive that learning. In that tradition, I recognized other mentors also. This is Vivek's mentor. Also, he is also my super mentor, and I completed the Freedom Finishers course, which is why he is interviewing me. This is Robert Kiyosaki's advisor, who is the mentor of even Siddharth Rasekar. So he in a workshop, he told me courage is the biggest thing that one can learn. And you can see, if you can read, there are so many compliments in the side chats also. And this is the certification I got from Blair Singer, who is an enormous trainer, world-known trainer. So this is the Gurukul tradition that I was talking about. And here you learn, do and teach. Learn, do and teach. This is the method we used to follow some 200-300 years back, which was destroyed by the Britishers. Now it is getting revived. That is it. That is a dream. And this is the first level of certification that I got. This is another of my mentor who is from Singapore. And I spoke to him about spirituality, right? So he was talking to me on spirituality. This is Blair Singer again, who mm, and what he told me that day. I am here to teach you what I have learned and help you achieve what you achieve with my insight. It may not be the entire solution, but this is how I got ahead in life. So you can too. So whatever he teaches, he has done it from his experience. And that is quite an experience. And I have these 12 people as my mentors right now. You need to constantly learning. And what is common to all the participants in this community is goal, purpose, freedom, and family. And my values around those is titles, which are my code of honor also. It is about tranquility, inclusion, dignity, abundance, learning, and joy. These are non-negotiables in this order. So, and this is how we overcome the little voice that is inside us, which constantly tells us that we can't do. Innovations in development. I have learned this compliment from my former mentor, with whom I did this innovation in uh, livelihoods. So let me innovation in livelihood that he actually facilitated in my life when I achieved that breakthrough about uh, how to overcome personal struggles. You need to take a decision and then get through it. So I took a decision to get into this bigger company, and then he he actually assigned me these responsibilities. 44 lakh women to be trained in 2 months of time. That was back in 2008. And I did train 12,000 people to achieve that figure. Trust did the magic. I trusted all those 12,000 people. So my biggest superpower is trust for people. The second is then I went to Meghalaya during 2008 to 2010, where I established 239 common service center, which connects the common man to the services of the which are available only in the capital city, but in the form of CSC, Common Service Center, which is called as Suvidha Kendra. Those are established all over Meghalaya in all the 7 districts to help people get whatever facilities they wanted through that remote connection. So there was this, that was very early days, and I did the business planning for all these people to earn at least 5,000 rupees a month. So we installed those CSCs around banks and big shops so that they could get business. That was very early days. This was 1,500 people I trained here. And then I had this initiated this ecotourism, because Meghalaya is a state full of scenic beauty. That was another aspect we added to the lives of people of Meghalaya. Then I did learned business analytics and tracked the repayment and collection of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana at that time. Then Andhra Pradesh was just Andhra Pradesh. Then I came to Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, where I was given a responsibility to do like alternative livelihoods, because people were dependent on forest, and being a tiger reserve, they were getting killed. So there had to be an alternative solution. So we tried agriculture in various forms. I started with SRI, and then we reached to the herbal cultivation, which is a cash crop. And the women were mobilized into 2 clusters, and they form a community-based organization which won 17 awards. Then helping people got result. This is one of the ladies, Devti Bai, she won CII award. Unbelievable. They also broke the mustard production record of Madhya Pradesh. This couldn't have been planned. Whatever I am showing here, these were not part of planning. This was consistent effort only, and rest of the things happen all by themselves. Then those people won a, an award from the then Chief Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Can you think that this could have been planned, right? So, and also they became food sufficient in 4 years' time. They became leaders. They became members of the district governing body council led by the collector, and they had a corpus of 36 lakh rupees. So her concept was micro capital is the concept for overcoming the vicious cycle of poverty. And the then industry minister, Mr. Anand Sharma, felicitated her. And another farmer, Mr. Chandra Prakash, he won MS Swaminathan Research Foundation Award. Another lady won the SSG, Best SSG Leader Award from Andhra Pradesh Governor. And this is Mukesh, who is the CEO of Harit FPO at Bandhavgarh. There was a farmer producer organization created out there. This is my colleague. That time he is complimenting me to have uncanny talent to spot talent in others. And then my profile change happened. So I became the HR head in that particular company, where I recruited a simple BCom graduate with no experience, and she was there at home for 6 years. Now I actually trained her, handheld her, and now she has become the virtual HR head of that company at such a young age. So that is my part of the succession plan that I will be teaching to you as well. Then I again went to the field to revive a dead project of Naxal affected area in Khunti district of Jharkhand. This was an watershed project, which you can see. Then I attracted recognition and opportunity from my company, which is what I'll be teaching you. This is how significance can be achieved. Don't you think? I was sent on a study tour to Canada, and then I won several awards also. But how did I start? I was also the same, not recognized, ignored, overworked, not appreciated, ridiculed, criticized, laughed at, no reward, grudge, demotivated. Maybe you are giving a chance for others to criticize you. We never know, right? Makes you look for another job. So, industry data says if you look for another job, the more senior you are, the delayed it will be to get an opportunity. During that time, you operate at 20% productivity level. If you do so for 3 to 5 years, what happens to your potential? This operating at 20% productivity level will be a habit. Now, I did a market research about what all, how the work performance gets affected. So, the work related aspects are just 5 to 6, but it also affects your personality in several issues. Relationship with spouse happens, self-doubt comes in, fear of change, and variety of other reasons. I have listed only few. And if you go, like say, actually observe the things, it affects these many areas of your life. You will be poorly placed to take life decisions. Your confidence will be low. There will be no big vision, no purpose. You will just hand to mouth will be okay for you. Work decisions will be very difficult. Consistency will be a problem. Problem will colleagues will happen. So all these will get affected, right? Because just because you are operating at a 20% productivity level, because there's a huge mm, uh, distrust and dissatisfaction within. So where can one start? So the LinkedIn CEO says success is never a straight line upward. It is about various loops. So, are you observing several loops in your life? Are you observing several setbacks in your life? But despite that, are you not progressing? You are progressing. That is why you will be watching or listening to this, right? So, my father, who is no more, when I was in that state, in that sorry state, he told me two things. Actually, he had uh, brought up me with these values, but when I was very wretched about these things, he said, there are two kinds of people who do nothing and say all about it. They say they have done everything, and there are other category who do everything but cannot express. So which category do you belong? There are very few people who actually do things and tell it properly. So what you can do is, when you are in this category of no expression, actually we our values are such that we don't express much. If that is the case, then what you can do is two things you should follow, because there is a shortage of people who allow others to become more, and so you can become a kingmaker. In the process of making others, giving credit to others, what you will gain is you will gain lot of experiences. You will help lot of people, and there is a shortage of this category of people. You can be that, and nobody can refute this. People can see that you are the person who, if you are the person who is there in that process, you can actually make a huge change, right? So, be that person and play catalyst. It's never a lone game. So, what happens in a football game? The person who scores get the ball in time. So the person who gets the ball in time, passes the shot in time, is not remembered. But is he not the most significant person in the entire team, entire game? It is never a lone game. You have to pass the shot so that your team can win. And when the team wins, you are part of the glory. You are not the only person. You have a team to celebrate. And the person who scores the goal never forgets you. So, do you not want few people who are truly mobilized and very sincere with you? So, that was the game changer which happened. My background is, I am a mathematics postgraduate with 25 years plus of experience. And all my life, I work with non-mathematics portfolio, unpublished jobs I get into. So that is my superpower. Also, I can teach you that. Resourcefulness, I can create resourcefulness out of nowhere, because that is what I attract. I leave no opportunities. Wherever I can, I keep trying. And I start small and keep building on that. I never get frustrated about doing small things. All those small things will build to something. This is my beautiful family, extended family as well. My workplace also, I count as family. I have a dog. I have two dogs. I count as family. This is my mentor, who is with the Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, the art of living teacher. And that is a immense kind of recognition for me as well, because I am his uh, disciple. Let us learn few concepts today. So I'll only tell you, because these are the subjects which we are going to discuss at length, depending on what your situation is. Knowledge development is one. What is your area of interest? Develop your insight on that only. Keep doing it. Next is mission inspires us. There are unrealistic for our current version, may feel like an audacious dream. it has to be abstract. Mission is an abstract ultimate goal. So my goal is I want to help 100,000 women working professionals achieve significance in their own terms. Significance towards global calming, cooling, and greening. That is my goal. And in this process, we'll create a multi-billion-dollar enterprise so that innovations can go on. And I have written something more about innovations as well. It will be about the community greening. There will be one tree kind of thing, one tree, one family, sustenance, then sea farming. Because only 28% of the earth we are inhabiting and cultivating. Why not the rest 72% area, which is water, can be cultivable as well? For that, lot of innovation is required because nobody is thinking in that terms. Maybe thinking, but we can also contribute towards that. And I need, I want, and I'm having those that brilliance, that opportunity, and that abundance in my life to achieve this mission. This is the real mission that I want to have. Why do I want to have this? Let us also think about this. To be significant, right? What did I do with my life to achieve significance? And mission statement will have three segments: what you do, how you do it, why you do it. So that will be all abstract. You don't know right now how you will achieve it, but whatever way you think it should be possible, just write it. Don't hesitate at all. And this is my mission statement. I have made that into some milestones which haven't yet taken off after 3 years, but they will not happen this way. This is what something I have to give to the universe, right? It will not happen this way. Whatever way it happens, let it take shape. Something else has happened in that place, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I am perfectly okay with the universe to give me abundance in whatever way it thinks suitable for me. I don't bother whether it comes this way. But unless I create this schedule, there will be no messaging to the universe to start working on this. So please do that. And this is what we will be doing on the goal setting day. Climbing the success ladder, the story of version jump. Right now, whatever your version is, your mission statement seems impossible. But when your version is jumped, you will be easily achieving those missions. So let us do that version jump also. Goal setting, smart goals, yes. In that impossible looking mission statement, there will be a tiny part which will be achievable just now. So what is that? Right now it is coaching. So I can coach people, like-minded people who can enhance my goal. So how long does success take? What, who, why, how? Let us keep asking these questions to ourselves, right? And the universe will unfold little by little. Every day, we should be asking ourselves the same question. And that this one we will be doing in our iconic model every day that we practice. These 4 questions we'll be asking, right? What is that one thing you want to have in life? Ask yourself this question. It has to be wild daydreaming. Don't bother how it will be possible. We can do a mission statement, a goal statement, and a projection sheet, like I have done. What influencers say about a mission statement? It has to be a clear and inspiring mission statement. It has to be a compelling mission statement, helps to create a sense of purpose and direction for organizations and individuals. You right now do for yourself first. So, do you have such kind of a mission statement? Do please write down, and we will take that exercise also during our discussion in our classes. So, Gary Vaynerchuk says, and it has to be short, simple, and memorable. It should clearly communicate what an organization does and why it matters. So he talks about organization, but individuals can also should communicate. So whatever mission statement I told, that is what. It has to be global calming, cooling green. And what I'll do with that money is threefold again. It has to be a community greening project. It has to be one tree, one family concept, and then sea farm, wild state. Mario Polio, she says, a mission statement should reflect an organization's values and beliefs. This is a bit, of course, whatever mission statement you have, it should contain your values and beliefs. So tranquility is my value. That is why it has come to this calming in my mission statement. And that is what should guide all our work and whatever we are doing. So we'll be doing this mission statement. If you are able to do please write a mission statement before you come to my class, where we'll be discussing how to write a mission statement. We can have fascinatingly wild mission statement. It has to be a big, audacious, hairy, audacious goal, which I call as BAG. You become a role model for yourself. Other people will say, what kind of role is that? What kind of mission is that? Will it be ever possible? So you become your role model. Try for that 10x version jump. Constructive criticism, you need to hear, and unnecessary criticism, you need to avoid. So you have to set boundaries where you have to carefully choose your accountability partner. Quantity scores over quality. So many people say that perfectionism, once we get fairly perfect, then only we can start. If you do sufficiently enough time, you will be perfecting that in any case. So do enough times. Make all those mistakes, but don't repeat the same mistakes. That will improve your quality and you will get going. Discussion, reflection, implementation. This should be your everyday goal. Then collaborate. Collaborate with your fellow workers, whoever you want to, for that mission statement. Right now, my mission statement, global calming, cooling, and greening. So I have started one African crusade in which we are supporting an African orphanage, right? Think critically, because people will, in your team, if there are say 6 to 7 people, each will come up with one solution. That is plan A, B, and C. They come from different backgrounds. So that is why their plan will be different. Their worries, their concerns will be different. So honor all those. Growth mindset is the version you are, your mission will be achieved at version 15. So your attitude, behavior, performance, results, action, all should be there, progressing. That has to be growing, right? New ideas, brainstorm them periodically. Your responsibilities get distributed. Other people share the enthusiasm. So these are the new ideas that you should have. Navigating workplace issues, yes. Put a standard operation in place. Don't worry much. And if there is a change required, then do please take over that change. Then do strategic moves, everyday action, consolidate on previous work, stack up all prior achievements, add a small new innovation with minimal risk each time that you do the same work. Manage ambiguity. Use pen and paper to describe two similar things but not going opposite. Do a figurative sketch. Bring the stakeholders to one table. Present the scenarios and arrive at an agreement or at a decision. Conversation has to arrange for tea time conversation whenever there is a conflict happening or um, difference of opinion is happening. This has to be a regular practice. Encourage light-hearted venting out. Everybody should take it positively. Value to teammates. So if somebody has achieved something, do ensure that you are giving values to them. Applauding achievements, give the credit, set processes so that mistakes don't recur. Find it there is a capacity building need. Help the team build better profiles. Every profile has to have a dominating and a supplementing section. The same resume need to be described according to the required profile. Every experience has to be congruent to another. There needs to be an appropriate cover letter for each profile. Presentation templates. So storytelling I just described, according to that, your presentation templates also. For different audience, there has to be a presentation template. This template should contribute towards organizational learning. These may be also be treated as relevant documents for a new batch. Learning document. Stress management and do delegate, defer and delete. Unnecessary burdening yourself will not serve any purpose. That will kill creativity in you. So it all started with the simple figure like this when I came across. And it says that at 540 frequency level, you attain joy. And when you are joyful, actually you make things happen. So for me, being joyful is not a big deal. Do you think joy is a big deal? So if that is not the issue, then let us be joyful to attract all the manifestation that is happening. And there are 3 secrets. So you have to have an unbeatable USP with all these exercises that solves a problem. Secret 2 is a framework to build expertise, and that creates dependability and trustworthiness with results. Third is Uniqueness, which is sector agnostic and connects you with people and opportunities. So these are the 3 secrets that will be working day in and day out. Connect. So key patterns in my life is I am a single mother of 2 children with huge responsibility, and it took me about 22 years to understand all this. Professional life got affected because of personal problems. Fast worker, but there was grudge, and proving skill or strategy was a big, huge problem. And turning point came when I attended a HR workshop meant for HR professionals. But our organization didn't have one, but I created one HR document then and there, despite not having any background on HR, and that was appreciated. And that is how I got into the bigger company where I did those spectacular projects. So I got selected to an organization with 5,000 employees in 2008, and then after that I haven't looked back. So that shift in my pattern happened when I joined this company because I was assigned challenging tasks. Dream than the designation. My dreams were much more than the designation. No designation can give me that dream which I am aspiring for. So I should not, and I should never be aspired for that role. Your goal is the most important thing. Then I got another nudge from the universe. I had to leave that, and I have joined an organization where I can work globally. That is what I have done. Defining moments happen when I joined this digital journey during COVID. And so much I could see, I can see so much possibility around, so much potential to leverage. And can I use my life story then to lead the path in whatever I am doing? So what made me stuck was anger, grief, and grievances. That is what I think my story tells you. And who this is for is women professionals in the same situation as I was some time back. So before you join me, just observe, reflect, rectify, tweak, and create daily wins. And once you start doing that, actually, you can realize why this path is necessary. The coaching path is, you will start with this leadership growth blueprint, in which in week 1 we will discuss about the difference, how you are very different. We'll create several, will undertake several exercises to create this difference, potential unbeatable USP, then personal abilities, competency stories also. There are 2 lakh stories we can create, but we'll restrict ourselves to creating about 50 competency stories. That should give you enough uh, enough masala, right? Then week 2 will be rearranging your resume with uniqueness. Whatever you have already, that will be meshed into 3 or 4 kinds of resume, so that you can see how much potential you have. And that will give you some, actually lot of confidence to face interviews and get selected to very significant position. Then managing personal issues in the week 3, whatever your personal issues, you are a unique person, you come from a unique background. So those personal issues we will take care of with week 1 and week 2. You know your strength, and then you can resolve your issues as well. I'll just handhold you. So this will be about productivity, credibility, resilience, creating resilience, procrastination, efficiency, process, consolidate, then progress, time management. And then week 4 will be mastering communication, which will be drafting approach letters, strategic positioning, take the seniors in your stride, influence, then power building, performance efficiency. Week 5 will be industry agnostic expertise, in which you will monetize a skill, a digital skill maybe, or any other skill that creates performance better. Innovation, process documents, culture books, and the bonuses will be your internal pattern. Interview readiness is the subject. Bonus 2 will be process versus results, in which we will be learning how the process can lead to a better result. The complete offer stack is this: internal pattern, mindfulness, process versus result, delegate appropriate, and joypreneurship, and the leadership. The entire package is about 5,59,994. This much I have invested in my learning. So total price is, it is much more than this is 5, no, 5, 9, 994. When you join my community, it will be spark level and for conceptual clarity, so that you can go ahead. So once you are here, there will be a very, very special offer, which will be very crazy about like anything. So why I am doing this? The actual value is $5,000. It took me 12 years to find out the problem plaguing me. It could have escaped me even then, except somebody watching me pointed out that it was a pattern. We do the same thing and expect different result. We treat the problem at superficial level, while deep down there is a requirement of one simple fix. So do not ignore this, because you will waste a lot of time in this. So come to my webinar. I'll offer you a very, very special price. So I'll stop here and thank you for watching. I'll I'll again invite you to my next webinar, and it will be a great talking you. Thank you for watching.